step up. Oh, am I on? I just wanted you to know. Yep. Right. Yeah. Yes. When people say Joanne Berry, I know they mean. I keep feeling like my microphone keeps turning on, which is weird. Anyway, is my microphone?
Good morning. My name is Teresa Poole. I use she, her, and hers pronoun, and I have the honor and blessing of being your worship associate this morning. Please take a moment to put your mind, spirit, and cell phones in worship mode. And welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Roanoke. This morning we are celebrating our annual water communion, a beautiful ritual of connection. We are also bidding farewell to our music director, Carrie Morgagewitz. Who has graced us with her gifts for over 20 years. Whether it's your first time joining us or you've been here longer than Carrie has, we are grateful for your presence this morning, both here in our sanctuary and online. For those of you online who wish to share your joys and concerns, during the Lifelines portion of the service. Please put those in the chat in the next 15 minutes. In land acknowledgement, we acknowledge that our church resides on the traditional lands of the Tutelo and Monacan nations and was later farmed and developed through slave labor. We recognize and respect the ongoing connection to this land by generations of Black, Indigenous, and other people of color. And may our gratitude and fellowship here echo and honor that rich history. And we shall all recite the welcoming words and the covenant. Please join me. I can, what can you say? That's you see. Whatever your experience of the holy, as you come seeking love, your presence here is a gift. Whether you are filled with sadness or overflowing with joy, needing to be alone with yourself, or eager to engage with others, all who love all are welcome here. And our covenant. We commit to supporting each other with respect and direct communication as we work in community to source growth and be a force for good in the world.
Coming to the edge, running on the water. Coming to the edge, running on the water. Coming to the edge, running on the water. Coming to the edge, running, coming to the running, running, coming to the running, running on the water. Coming to the edge, running on the water. Coming to the edge, running on the water. Coming to the edge, running on the water.
Good morning. I am the Reverend Jen Raffensperger. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I am honored to serve as the minister of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Roanoke, and I'm delighted to welcome you all here this morning on this special, unique, sad day for us in many ways, but we start the church year and we say farewell to our beloved music director with We also will have our water ceremony, which is coming up very fast. If it's your first time here, you don't have to worry about it. It's pretty straightforward. We're going to invite you up to pour just a little symbolic amount of water into shared bowls where we understand the way the water and the water cycle in the world connects us all. So we have a lot going on in today's service today. Some things maybe not even in your order of service. So I have some short opening words. This is the very, very last bit of a poem called Cloud Anthem by Richard Blanco. We can decide to move boundlessly without creed or desire, until we are clouds meshed within clouds, sharing a kingdom with no king, a city with no walls, a country with no name, a nation without any borders or claim, until we abide as one together in one single sky. I'll ask Teresa to light our chalice, knowing that we join with Unitarian Universalist churches, congregations, and communities across the nation and the world in lighting the flaming chalice, the symbol of our living tradition.
May the light we now kindle inspire us to use our powers to heal and not to harm, to help and not to hinder, to bless and not to curse, to serve you, O Spirit of light.
I told you we were getting to the water communion pretty fast. Water is everywhere. Water is a true symbol of universalism, the oneness of life on earth, that which resides within us all and connects us all and is so much larger than any of us. As we mix and mingle our water today with water from the past and present, we bear witness to the life that we come from, that we embody now, and that we'll give way to in the future.
Here at UCR, we collect our water from year to year and save and create what we call legacy water. This water carries water from the origins of water communion here at UUCR throughout the years. And today, after our water is mingled with that legacy water, we will create a new batch of legacy water that will carry us through to the next year. Now, I would like to invite Carrie to pour our legacy water, knowing today is both an ending and a beginning, and knowing also that our true connection knows no end.
Thank you. Thank you, Carrie, and I promise to say a few words so we have time for Carrie to get back to the piano. Because we have come now to that time when we are going to invite you up, and there's a lot of us, and there's 2 tables where you can do this. All of the water will be mingled together to make our legacy water that we use throughout the year. Just come up whichever way works for you. There are some glasses of water on the tables in front of the larger vessels. Just pour a small symbolic amount. There should be plenty. We have a little bit more just in case. But I would like right now to invite the choir to come forward to participate in this ritual. Thank you.
Doom ticka doom doom doom.
Doom ticka doom doom doom. Doom ticka doom doom doom. Doom ticka doom doom doom.
The river is a healer. The river is a sage. The river knows no end, and the river feels no age. The river calls me over. It's calling out my name. In the day and in the night, I hear that river all the same. It's calling me over, calling out my pain. Oh, a river gathers madness like a river gathers rain. Water can heal my body, water can heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. Water heal my body, water heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. The river is a traveler, always on the go. A river never worries if it's fast or if it's slow. River, take me to where I need to go. Oh, and I will just relax and let the river flow. Water heal my body, water heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. Water heal my body, water heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. Water heal my body, water heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole.
We have gathered together and we have mingled the waters that sustain us and connect us. Before we conclude this time of ritual, before we take the legacy water to store for other times of ritual and to bring with us next year, I would like to invite us all to gather in blessing the water before us. So right now, I ask if you are able and willing to extend a hand in the direction of the water bowls, whichever one's closest to you, generally the front, while Jesse and I share words of blessing written by my friend and colleague, the Reverend Roanoke. There are a few times when you're going to speak a response. It should be pretty obvious, but I'll also nod. The response that you will give is, "This water is sacred." This water is sacred. It is made sacred by the many hands that have poured it with intention and love, the many stories that each drop contains, the many lives surrounding it in this unique moment, connected by commitment and faith. This water is sacred. May it continue to flow through this community with shining reflections of the unique gifts that flow through each of its members.
This
water is sacred.
May it continue to nurture this community with sustaining hope that we journey together through ripples of growth and change. This water is sacred.
May it continue to bless this community with loving reminders of our collective responsibility to one another and the world.
This water is sacred. May its ripples be a reminder that the changes and growth within this community bring movement and transformation to the world beyond our doors. This water is sacred.
May its purity offer grace to our community and the willingness to forgive ourselves and one another when we make mistakes.
This water is sacred. In moments when we are confused or uncertain, may it bring us clarity of purpose and commitment. This water is sacred.
In moments when the reservoirs of hearts and spirits are drained by sorrow or pain, may it nourish them with the knowledge that we are surrounded by a deep and abundant love.
This water is sacred.
Amen.
So this is one of my favorite songs, and well, maybe not one of my favorite, but it's high up there. And so it's one of Martha's favorites. Yes. And so we sort of have a tradition of doing this in September, usually towards the end of September, but we're going to do it today so that I can play it with Martha one more time. So it's completely self-indulgent.
Try to remember the kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember the kind of September when grass was green and grain was yellow. Try to remember the kind of September when you were a tender and callow fellow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow. Try to remember when life was so tender that no one wept except the willow. Try to remember when life was so tender that dreams were kept beside your pillow. Try to remember when life was so tender that love was an ember about to billow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, without a hurt, the heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made us mellow. Deep in December, our hearts should remember and follow. Follow, 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 follow.
This morning's reading is Wonderake by John Rodel. I had been carrying hope in my pocket like it was polished gemstone for years. Whenever trouble came, I'd squeeze hope tightly in my shaking hand, and I could feel it bump against my palm like a newborn heartbeat. That's how I knew that I was safe.
Recently, though, I somehow lost my hope. I have no idea if I put it down somewhere or if it slipped out while I was fumbling for my keys without being able to hold on to hope. I soon became lost myself.
After a while of wandering in the wild on my own, I bumped into Hope, who looked so different. Hope was no longer a little gemstone that could fit in my pants pocket. Hope was now a wide stream cutting through the woods.
I thought I lost you, I admonished. The river grabbed a couple of rainbow trout and used them to smile at me. Lost me, the water babbled. That's impossible. Well, 1 minute I was holding on to you, and the next you were gone.
I needed to change forms, Hope replied. Why, I asked. Because you've been carrying me for so long that I decided we should try something different. What's that? I thought I would take a turn carrying you for a bit.
The river rose up around me and pulled me gently onto my back. I was floating. I didn't realize how exhausted I was until the river held me, and hope carried me, and hope carried me, and hope carried me.
On the margin of the river, washing up in silver spray, we will walk and worship ever all the happy golden day. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful river, gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God.
Now, whenever trouble comes, I just spread my arms open and let hope wrap me up in her slow water. And I can still feel it pulse against me like a newborn heartbeat. That's how I know that I'm safe again.
I don't know where we are going. Hope and I still appear to be lost, but at least we are together. Maybe we will stay out here without a map for a while longer.
Funny enough, I'm in no rush to get to our destination, because it has been so long since I've felt held by anything, and now I think I could really start to get used to it.
Soon we'll reach the shining river. Soon our pilgrimage will cease. Soon our happy hearts will quiver with the melody of peace. Yes, we'll
The river rose up around me and pulled me gently onto my back. I was floating. I didn't realize how exhausted I was until the river held me, and hope carried me, and hope carried me, and hope carried me. In the pandemic times, Unitarian Universalist religious professionals scrambled to keep a sense of the sacred, even as we pivoted to online-only worship out of a sense of safety and respect for the sacred bond of our communities. The irony of that time, when we could best love one another by staying physically apart from one another, continues to reverberate, to be ripples on the shared water of our humanity. And some of the ripples of that event led to the poem that, thank you, Jesse and Teresa, for rendering it so beautifully with me today, that was shared by a colleague of mine in a group called UU Ministers Worship Collaborative on Facebook. That was something that started as a way that we could virtually support one another when we were each facing the challenges of the pandemic within our own contexts. And we still come to that group week after week to ask questions and to share gifts with one another. And hope carried me. And hope carried me. And hope carried me. That triple repetition is the thing that caught in my heart when I read this poem for the first time and the many subsequent times that I have read it. Hope carried me. Hope carries us. Hope will carry us if we let it. Today we are celebrating beginnings and endings. The water communion ceremony is often held at the start of the church year. In the fall, when kids go back to school and the seasons change and we prepare for the turning of the wheel. In fact, we're only 2 weeks away from the autumnal equinox. We're also not very far away from the anniversary of Hurricane Helene, which impacted our community and nearby communities so greatly last year. And just a short while ago, we observed the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, a disaster both natural and human-made that exposed so many failures and fissures within the systems that purport to support us. The lesson, the reminder of the water ceremony is that we are all connected in ways both visible and invisible. Water heals us, carries us, fortifies us. Without water, we cannot live. But water also tears down walls, sweeps away dreams, runs fast enough to snatch away life in a heartbeat. We celebrate beginnings and endings by knowing that our connection means they are of such a piece with one another that they cannot be separated. We cannot be separated even when physically apart because of the systems, both natural and human-made, that carry us. Today we say farewell to our beloved music director, Carrie Morgavich. It has been an honor and a privilege to work with her during my first year of ministry here. And I know how deeply she'll be missed because I know how deeply I will miss her. The ending of her time with us at the beginning of the next year for us is bittersweet. The fall is a living example of the close nature of beginnings and endings. The start of school, the end of vacation, the start of harvest, the end of growing for another year, the balance point between light and dark, the water flowing freely through every season, sometimes far below ice and sometimes far above the banks of streams and rivers. I will end how I began with just a bit of Richard Blanco's beautiful Cloud Anthem, a poem that dreams of a time when we are truly able to feel the ways we are connected as though we were each clouds, an integral part of the water cycle that moves and sustains this planet. We can decide to move boundlessly without creed or desire until we are clouds meshed within clouds, sharing a kingdom with no king, a city with no walls, a country with no name, a nation without any borders or claim, until we abide as one together in one single sky. May we abide together boundlessly, separated not by creed, nor desire, nor king, nor claim. May we abide together as one in a single sky. So may it be. We come to that time during our service each week when we invite you into generosity. The work of this connected congregation would not be possible without the time, talent, and treasure of so many. The ushers will collect the offering, and I will remind you all, especially if it's your first time with us, there's also a QR code in the order of service if cash isn't a thing you have on you anymore. The ushers will now gratefully collect the offering. Thank you for the beautiful gift of music. Thank you for your generosity.
Good morning. My name is Sally Garber. It's my honor to represent the Caring Committee this morning. I need to remind you that if you have a joy or concern that you'd like to share with the congregation, please take the time to write it in the Lifelines book, which you'll find on the altar every morning, or during the week it sits on a pedestal by the name tags. So please take the time to do that. This morning I have 3 things to share with you. First of all, Betsy Biesenbach had 2 procedures on her spine this summer that made it easier for her to walk. Now she's going to ruin it by having a knee replacement on Tuesday. She welcomes cards, emails, and visits from anyone who wants to take her on in Scrabble. She says, no need to bring your A game. She'll be too doped up to win. So those of you who are weak at Scrabble, this might be your greatest opportunity. Greta McVeigh will be having brain surgery for a benign acoustic neuroma on September 7th at the University of North Carolina Medical Center. She'll be in recovery there for a few days before returning home. Full recovery is expected to take 3 to 6 months. She and Cindy will appreciate all your good thoughts and wishes. Pat Buchanan shares her joy and gratitude. After departing Boone, North Carolina 39 years ago, with many stops and adventures along the way, she's blessed to return to Boone September 9th. Both Boone and Pat have grown and evolved during the years. Pat is grateful for her UU family here in Roanoke, and today adds her bravos and best wishes to Carrie. May we all continue in love. If you would like to light a candle this morning for a personal joy or concern, please come forward during the music meditation, and as you do, please use both sides of the altar. Thank you.
Cleanse all the loneliness in me.
May our prayers be heard and our hearts be restored.
Thank you, Sally. Now you may, in your order of service, be wondering, what is a ritual of release? Well, I would like to invite Carrie over here to the far table. We're going to go over to this one where you have a microphone, Jesse. We checked in on most of these things before we started. Thank you, Acelia, for being the towel person. So Jesse and I decided not to script this, so here we go. Carrie, you have been, if not a signed the book member, but a part, an integral, a beautiful part of this community for 22 years. There are a lot of things we could thank you for, and there are more thank yous to come. But right now, we're going to invite you into a simple ritual to close your time with us.
Commonly, when we make transitions, whether it's returning home from a long walk or in very many faith traditions, we do a ceremonial hand washing. Now, this is not you washing your hands of us. Yes, we are going to bother you forever. It's also not us asking Carrie to wash her hands of the work of this church, but it is a moment to mark this transition from being a staff member and an employee here into the greater world. So, in a minute, but not yet, as I say to the kids, and as your children have heard several times from my mouth over the years, in a minute, but not yet, we'll pour some water over your hands, and my friend Acelia is joining us with a towel for you so you can continue to play the piano on your last Sunday here. And I invite you into this space of transition, washing away all of the things of the work of the church, and then drying your hands and joining us as a person in our midst today. No.
Yes. There you go. Yeah, it's really important. Thanks, Cecilia. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, one and all, and thank you for your gifts that will continue to bless the Roanoke community even as you move on from here. Before I pray, Blake's last name was Stern. Stern. I thought Devin might have written it in the book, but I'm going to pray. So, okay. Well, and we still have to pray. Most weeks I pick something to pray for from like the larger world, but this week I'm going to share a sorrow that I know is held in the hearts of many in the Roanoke community and the overlapping performance communities, LGBTQIA plus communities, and the horror communities. Blake Sturm, you may have seen some missing persons items on Facebook. He died this week, far too young. He's a loss to many, a respected performer, a loving, light-filled person. So I bring the energy that was at the vigil on Friday night here today and ask that we hold Blake and everyone who loved him in our hearts. And I light one final candle, as I do each week, for all of the intentions and desires of those watching online. We know that you're not physically able to be present with us today, but your spirit is known and felt. And now, if you will, join me in a brief spirit of prayer and reflection, settling into your seats, however that's comfortable for you. You might want to clasp your hands, rest them on your knees. You may want to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Spirit of life, we pause at this ending, knowing it is also a beginning. We allow the river of hope to carry us into a future that is truly unknown, when none of us knows what is coming for any of us at any given time. But but by being present and acknowledging the ways we are all interconnected, we can allow this connection, the water of hope, of community, and of shared intent and value, carry us when times are troubled. We wish blessings and grace on Carrie as she moves on to all that is next. And for each of you that may have a transition upcoming in your life, like a move, that you are uncertain about, or excited for, or scared of, or all three, we hold you in the waters of hope. So may it ever be.
And now, as we draw close to the end of our time together, we turn our attention from within our own community and their joys and concerns. As we prepare to engage with the world in the week ahead, we begin with a few announcements. And next Sunday, September 14th, we will offer you and UU a class at 12:30 in the Olin Room. And if you are new to UU or to UUCR, please consider joining us to learn about our history and theology. If you missed this one, there will be another one in October. And on Sunday, September 21st, we will be having a Sunday service honoring the fall equinox, and that will be outdoors, weather permitting. Plan to bring your own chairs or to carry a chair, a folding chair from the fellowship hall as we honor the change in the seasons. It's more important now than ever, and Dotsie, where are you? There you are. It's now more important than ever to continue UCR's support of public radio at WVTF, where we place information, sponsorships, and announcements that let more of our neighbors know about our faith community. Please see Dotsie Clifton to learn more about how you can help.
Thank you, Teresa, and we'll now ask Teresa to extinguish our chalice. Again, as we did at the start, we join with Unitarian Universalist churches, congregations, and communities around the country and the world in extinguishing the physical symbol of our faith within the sanctuary, knowing that we carry the warmth and light of its flame within our hearts that connects us all.
There is a voice that has no name. It comes in evening or behind the rain. I have no time now to stop and explain. I just keep moving, 'cause it helps to ease the pain.
It has music that calls to me across the canyons, over and the sea. I seek the shadows of yesterday to dig an orbit that has me on my way.
feel like I'm supposed to say something, but I didn't prepare a speech. So we're just going to end with one of my favorite close. Oh, no, now they're going to know. One of my favorite closers here at UUCR. And when you see Nancy stand up and you hear the beginning, you'll probably know, and you guys can start moving. And I just really am going to miss everybody here. And I actually start my new job tomorrow, so there's no time to change. And if I left something here, I'm sorry, I'll come back and get it. But it's just really, yes. But I really appreciate everything, and it's been wonderful. So thank you. All right, go.
Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. No one stands alone, we'll stand side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide.
We're kind of cut off.
No one stands alone, we'll stand side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. No one stands alone, we'll stand side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm saying, we're not done. Catherine, two.
The choir has two surprises for Carrie.
You can be seated if it is hard for
You
you to
can be
stand for a
seated if you
minute,
would
or
like.
you can stand for a minute, whatever's comfortable for you.
So I was tasked by my fellow choir members to say a few words. Thanks a lot, guys. I had about 30 hours worth of stuff, which I have boiled down to, I have 3 points I want to make about Carrie. First of all, she has reliably turned our motley crew of distracted smarty pants volunteers into a real choir that sings together in tune with heart and soul. How does she do it? Patience, cheerfulness, persistence, and a huge dose of wacky humor. The Kit Kat rewards help, but what really does it is that we simply cannot bear to let her down. We look forward to Wednesday night, that oasis of fun, hard work, and joy amidst the stresses and distresses of this life. For 22 years, thanks to Carrie, we have quite simply been a family. Thanks, Mom. And of course, Carrie has been more than just a choir director. She has made music central to the experience of UUCR for all of us in so many creative and multifarious ways. She's brought in fabulous musicians, spotlighted the deep well of musical talent in our own congregation. Her piano and her voice are sprinkled through each service, bringing uplift, contemplation, opening, and closure. We literally sing our chalice lighting to her tune. And Carrie, point 3, Carrie has put her oar in the water again and again and again to keep this church going through 22 years, 5 ministers, and every imaginable crisis and joy. How could we have gotten through the pandemic without all those music videos, hours of work for her? We allowed the choir to goof off outside over at PH and included the whole congregation. How many things has she done without fanfare? Called the plumber, rejiggered the calendar, gotten the order of service together at the last minute, wiped up a mess, worked up music for a memorial or a wedding, taken the phone call, sat in the ER with a congregant when no one else was available, etc. It is so hard and so wonderful to see her moving on. Carrie, we're grateful for every moment of those 22 years, every second of them that you've spent with us, and we love you.
You got picked because you're an English professor. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Carrie. We're gonna miss you so. Bye-bye, Carrie. We hate to see you go. No more Kit Kats. We're gonna be so bad without you, Carrie. We're gonna be so sad. We'll miss the way you smile as though it's just for us. And every Wednesday night we'll try not to make a fuss. Bye-bye, Carrie. It's awful hard to bear. Bye-bye, Carrie. Guess we'll always care. Guess we'll always care. Guess we'll always care.
Now again.
Bye-bye, Carrie. The Catholics got you now. We'll try, Carrie, to forget somehow.
Never.
No more lobster, Italian Deutscher folk. No more laughing when you tell a joke. Your talent and your play, your super duper class. There's nothing else to say, but Carrie, you're a gas. Bye-bye, Carrie. Music director extraordinaire. Bye-bye, Carrie. Time for you to fly. Time for you to fly. Time for you to fly.
That was a song I don't know. I love that. Those words were great. You guys sounded rehearsed.
We rehearsed for 5 minutes.
Thank you, choir. That's it. We're good. There's cake. Yay.